Corbyn versus May, here's my analysis. I think Corbyn came across much better than Theresa May did. I think he sounds more strong and stable and calming to listen to, whereas May is very nervy and she was quite evasive with some questions. One thing that Corbyn did very well was when he was challenged on his personal views by Jeremy Paxman. He kept pointing to the Labour manifesto, which is clearly very popular, and saying this is what we're going to do, and this was built by consensus within the Labour Party and with outside advice. That was very solid, particularly given that a lot of people view the Conservative manifesto as being very flaky and economically flaky. And when Theresa May tried to have a go at the Labour manifesto, it was very telling that a lot of the audience members laughed about that and her own manifesto and its costing. On to Brexit though, because that's the key issue for us. It is very frustrating that Jeremy Corbyn does not keep on the table options to remain, to reassess or to rework with the EU, and also that he should say specifically that freedom of movement will end. That is very limiting when it comes to science and the single market, and it doesn't need to be the case. Look at the reworking that Switzerland got around freedom of movement, where you hire local first before you're allowed to hire from outside the country. There are lots of potential solutions there that should not be shut down. However, I do think he would be better at negotiating a Brexit than Theresa May because of his calm intellectual style and because of the nature and composition of the Labour Party on this issue. If you look at what Theresa May is promising, it is this tabloid-driven hard Brexit, completely out of the single market and customs union and anything to do with the ECJ. And even though she herself, when challenged on whether she believes in Brexit, dodged it, nevertheless, this is what she is going for and this is what she is driven towards, and she is using sound bites that go down well with the tabloids. And that's what was getting the response from her audience when she was saying how she was a bloody difficult woman and no deal is better than a bad deal, whatever a bad deal is meant to be. And so at the end of the day, if you're looking at science and our relationship with the EU, we already know from those two major parties and other parties that they would increase investment in science. We know, however, that the Tory plan for immigration would be absolutely crippling of science and universities. Tens of thousands is utterly going to hurt the country. So your vote, if you want to support our relationship with the EU and UK science, absolutely has to be anti-Tory. And whatever works in your particular constituency, whether it be Labour or whether it be Lib Dem, Green, SNP, we need that diversity in Parliament, that mix, and then from that point, whoever's in power will be swung by where the popular need goes. So that's the challenge, and that's what we need to work on.